Hey guys, Wasatch Will here. On this hike, you can come along with me as I go up to a peak that's awfully lonely, so I'm thinking I'm going to go give it some company. That's right, I'm going to go up to Lone Peak. Haven't done it before. Going to camp up in the cirque and then try to summit in the morning. Let's go. High fire danger, cougars to beware of, and lots more wildlife to look out for. Alright, so yeah, I'm just now leaving the Orson Smith Trailhead here in Draper, Utah. It's South Salt Lake County, and yeah, like I said, I've never been up here before. It's about 7:30 p.m. I thought about starting earlier today and was actually going to give it a go a few hours ago, but ran into some unexpected car troubles trying to get my car to start, and after a whole bunch of troubleshooting found out it was something as simple as a fuse. Anyways, I'm here now, and that might be a good thing because it was darn near around 100 degrees today, and I actually had an umbrella ready to go that I clipped on a mylar space blanket on that I was going to use for a reflective hiking umbrella. And then I've got this chili pad that I got to keep my neck cold for a while, and I've got frozen Gatorade. So I was ready for the heat. I've got some partially frozen, two partially frozen 1 liter water bottles on the side of my pack here. But, you know, it's got a nice breeze here and it's cooling off real quick. The sun's getting low, and I don't think I'm gonna have to bust out the umbrella until maybe on the way back down tomorrow. I'll try it out and see how it goes. I've got about 6 miles to go to get to where I really wanted to camp, which is right in the cirque below the west face of Lone Peak itself, which is supposed to be absolutely spectacular up there. And then the sun would have been, if I was up there right now, getting my camp set up, and the sun would be lighting up the whole west face of Lone Peak. I could have been getting some beautiful pictures and video up there. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, but I'll probably get a nice sunset on my way up. I'll be able to pause for a minute. In the meantime, yeah, got about 5 miles from the trailhead up to the first set of real good campsites, I think, that I might take a peek at, but might just keep going all 6 miles to where I really want to camp and check out that area. Hope that there's some space left over, because I know it's popular for climbers to go up there and camp out up in there too. And being a Friday night, who knows? So we'll find out. I am taking the Cherry Canyon logging trail, so I am gonna hang a left here. Actually, I'm staying straight from where I came from, so left from the sign. Some nice views of Salt Lake Valley out here. Draper City right below, and Salt Lake City. It's right up on the northern end of the valley up there. The skyline of Salt Lake and all that haze and over there, really hazy out. Oh, the sun's down. The moon's out. Pretty view up here. Made it up to camp about midnight. As you can imagine, I was really tired. About an hour back down the trail, there's some really beautiful area, some nice campsites to camp in, and it was really tempting to just pull out and camp down there, but the place I'm at now is the place that I had in mind, and the whole way up I kept questioning if it was going to be worth it, and now that I'm here, under the moonlight out there and seeing everything that I was able to hike through between the lower camp and the upper camps up here and the cirque, it was worth it. Got some cool little night shots, and gonna have to show off the views in the morning because it is downright gorgeous up here. So beautiful. And that's just seeing it in the nighttime with the pale moonlight on it. So really excited to see what it looks like in the morning. Anyways, yeah, got my tarp tent up here, and had dinner really late, and oh man, I needed that too because I was exhausted coming up. It was 6 long steep miles coming up here, and I was feeling it, just starting out in the heat, and then definitely felt really nice once I got up high here, but I didn't really stop to rest much, and because I was just wanting to get up here, but at the same time I kept having to pull out and just check my GPS location on my map on my phone and keep confirming I was coming up the right way, because it's easy to lose the trail. You're just kind of going up a bunch of granite boulders and granite slick rock coming up here and following cairns here and there, so I'm glad to have my black diamond spot headlamp too. Much easier to find the cairns with the spotlight mode. So anyways, I am absolutely exhausted. It's got to be like 1 o'clock now, and I'm just gonna close my eyes and go to sleep. Catch up in the morning. Well, good morning. I'm up. It's almost 7:30 already. I've been up for about an hour and a half actually, and just been wandering around, checking out the area here, and had to go get some water to filter out for some breakfast and for the hike on up here in a little bit. But I gotta show this campsite around. So there's my tent, and here's the view I woke up to. And that is Lone Peak, North Summit, South Summit. I am hoping to summit the North Summit there. That's slightly higher than the South Summit, and there's a saddle back in here that you scramble up to and then scramble this ridge, and then somehow veers off to the top of the peak there. Some class 3 scrambling up some boulders up the ridge. The last couple 100 feet or 100 yards or so is what they say. So we're gonna find out how scary it is up there. Hopefully my fear of heights doesn't stop me short at that last stretch. Kind of hoping to catch some other people either coming up through here or coming out from the other trail that feeds in down there, and kind of follow them and see how they maneuver it. So we'll see if anyone else is up there when I get up there. This is a beautiful campsite. So here's a tip for lighting one of these Super Cat alcohol stoves. Take a little twig here, you can always find these around. Dip the tip of it into the alcohol. Then light up your stick, and then that lights your alcohol. And just wait for your water to boil. To the summit. Well, I've essentially made it to the saddle here, just having a nice rest. And even if I didn't go any further, this would be worth it, because this is an amazing view up here. Salt Lake Valley, Cottonwood Ridge, gorgeous. Downtown Salt Lake City out there. There's the summit right there. Just following a group of guys I caught up with. A couple of them are experienced with it, so gonna follow their route up.
What day did we run, Brandon? Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Everybody run.
Well, made it up to the top of Lone Peak. Woo! There's lots of other people keeping that Lone Peak company too. So I didn't talk much up there, but I'm down here. I'm on my way back down now. I've passed the crux and all the scariest spots, so I'm breathing easier now. My legs are not so shaky anymore because, yeah, I do have a fear of heights, and there's a couple spots through there that a little bit tricky because I'm not as super experienced with hardcore scrambling there. But anyways, feels good to have it done. That's peak number 3. Peak number 3 of the 7 peaks of Utah Valley I'm trying to hit this year. So, that was probably, arguably the hardest one. Technically, that is. Beautiful up here, though. Well, I had a bummer situation here. It actually happened before I made it up to the peak. Back down to the place I was resting at before we started ascending the ridge line here behind me. And yeah, my camera on my main camera, my point and shoot Panasonic camera, pretty nice camera I got at Costco. That lets me do a lot of zooming and takes nice clean video. I had it out on a tripod, just a little mini tripod. I think it fell over. I didn't think it fell over too hard, but apparently it was enough to knock the lens element out of place, because no matter what settings I try, resetting the camera, nothing is resolving the problem that is everything is blurry. All video, all pictures, all zoom settings, all focus settings, everything is just blurry, blurry, blurry. So the rest of the trip down is going to be shot with my cell phone camera, which I'm using here. I've got about 17 minutes left of footage to use on it. It will also be used for the remainder of my pictures. And then I've got my little GoPro here, which I did not think to I did not take the time to empty the card, and it's very hard, very tedious to do it manually without wiping out everything else I've already shot with it coming up here last night and today. So I've got about 15 minutes left of footage on that thing, and about 17 minutes left here, which is winding down. So I gotta shoot conservatively, which means I better stop blabbing and be more selective about what I shoot and what I say. Alright, so I'm going to continue back down, and instead of coming up the chute that I came up, I am working my way down to a trail down here, and I'm going to actually head out to an old cabin they call it Outlaw Cabin. We'll go check that out. Check out all the campsites around there just for future reference. It's kind of a popular area for a lot of people to camp. And then supposedly from there, there's a trail that runs back behind next to it. And it'll drop me back down and loop me back down into the circuit, back to my campsite where my stuff is now to get. So make a little loop here and then on down back down to the car the way I came up. So here's the trail I'm after. I'm just descending. I'm going to descend down here. And there I can see the trail kind of going through that little meadow down in there. So on we go.
So that's the other crazy thing, you know, the whole flying car thing.
This is really cool coming through here. There's a Lone Peak right there, the North Notch, that's the one we were just on. And there's the South Peak. And all this granite here reminds me of being in the sandstone slick rock down in southern Utah with these formations and textures. But this is all granite. Really cool. Even complete with an arch. This is southern Utah turned granite. This is really pretty here. This water trickling down these little stone staircase here. Here's Outlaw Cabin. As you can see, it's a popular place to camp. A lot of people up here, probably for the weekend. I'm assuming they're all gone up summiting the peak, Lone Peak, or down playing around the circuit or something. Pretty interesting looking area. Look inside the cabin. Whoever's camping out in these hammocks, they need to get themselves some tree straps. Those ropes aren't going to make those trees happy. Or keep the trees happy anyways. Just stopped for a little break here at the cabin. Nice and peaceful. Nobody's home at the camp. So now I'm just going to follow up a trail that goes up the hill behind the cabin here, and in theory there should be a route that will take me right back down to my camp. Looks like about another mile on the map. Hopefully it goes quickly. Well, I just crested over the ridge behind Outlaw Cabin, and now it's a descent followed by maybe a little bit of an ascent back to my camp, and I am almost there. Getting close. So pretty. So pretty up here. So incredibly gorgeous. Back to camp. Beautiful view, huh? This is going on my top 10 list of most scenic campsites for sure. Time to pack up though. Alright, I broke camp, all packed up, ready to head back down now. Should be a beautiful hike out, and hopefully I stay dry because there's thunderclouds looming around. Really hope that I don't get hit with any rain or worse yet lightning on the way down. I lose tree cover down low, so we'll see what happens. This is what the dramatic appearance of Lone Peak looks like when you come up Jacob's Ladder Trail. It's so beautiful, even at night last night, even though I couldn't see it on video. The moon had it all lit up and it was gorgeous. Alright guys, well, coming down did not go the way that I had planned it. Some bad things happened, but those are stories I'll save for another video that'll be worth doing. I will probably post up another video next week or something, call it The Price of Hiking Lone Peak. No injuries or anything like that, just some disappointing things that happened. I will say one of those things was losing my little SJ cam, you know, fake GoPro type action camera. That is disappointing because I had so many, you know, good trail shots, action shots on the trail that I was looking forward to using in the video, and now that's gone. I thought about going back looking for it, but there's a reason why I didn't go back, and it's not on the trail. So again, it's part of a story coming out later. Anyways, I got dinner for the family on my way home, so they're hungry, I'm hungry. Gonna go run in, eat, and get cleaned up, and then have a movie night with the family. Spend the rest of the evening with them. So, till next time.